I'm very excited about what I'm about to tell you today. It is such a powerful message. I remember speaking a message on having an eternal perspective. Have an eternal perspective. This message kind of sums that up a little bit also. We've been talking about the tribulation. We started with the rapture, the tribulation, the great tribulation. God is trying to give you a picture of the future. He's trying to help you to understand, taking you to the future so that you can change how you are right now based on what you know is coming, what you know is to be true. Angels say it time and time again, this is true and faithful. It's true. There will be a rapture. There will be a tribulation. There will be a great war. There will be a feast, the Lamb's feast. You will get the invitation to come to that great place. He is going to transition from that final battle of Armageddon into, once he comes and bounds and puts the enemy into the abyss, he is going to transition us into this millennium where we will reign with him. This is good news. I'm so excited about this. You thought last week changed my profession of faith with him opening the books. Oh my God, today, this revelation, everybody knows this, but you got to see this, you got to hear this. It will encourage you, it will strengthen your resolve. It will help you to see from the right perspective. We're transitioning into time, into the millennium, where we have 1,000 years left. Satan is released. He defiles and deceives the nations again, and God has to kill millions and millions of people again who never knew sin, who was never tempted by sin, because we realized and discovered that the thing is in the heart of man. Breaks my heart that you can be living in paradise. You can have, and we wonder, we can bring people into the perfect scenario and they still do wrong. You can give people all the many chances and grace and upon grace and mercy, and they still do wrong. Still can't see. Oh, it's just harsh to be eternally damned. That's a harsh thing. That's a very, very, very bad thing. Lord, have mercy on mankind. So millennial, he transitions us from time into eternity. And that's what today is about. From time into eternity. God has a great plan. It's a beautiful plan. It's an amazing plan. And I'm just so excited about it. I said, Lord, thank you, thank you. If it's hard for you to worship God, praise God, give God the glory, after today, I pray you're healed of that. I pray nothing on this earth in your life stops you from giving him the glory that he deserves. If you understood what God had planned for you, if you understood all that Jesus is doing for you, nothing is worth. Nothing. So we go into eternity. Let's start here, because I want to. Romans 8:18 says, "For I consider that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory that is to be revealed to us." There is nothing in your life. There's nothing that you possess, nothing that you do, nothing that you enjoy, no fruit that you have to bear, no forgiveness that you have to give, no torment that you have to endure is even worthy to be compared. There's no comparison. No comparison. A lot of women have had babies. They had babies. They got kids. They love their kids. I want to ask this. I hope the answer is what I think it is. You wouldn't give your kid back for nothing. You love your children. But it took something for them to get here. Then you had to go through labor, and then you had to deliver. But it can't be compared to the love that you have for them. Can't be compared. Nothing you're going through, nothing you're experiencing, nothing that you're dealing with, nothing that's anybody doing you wrong. No hate, no torment, no misuse, no dysfunction, no injustice, nothing. No pain in your body, no issues of life can compare. When God says bear the fruit, bear the fruit. God said forgive them. God said be patient. God said be kind. God said be long-suffering. It's worth it. Can't be compared. Not even close. This little vapor of a life. This little vapor of a life compared to eternity. Revelation 21, 7 and 8 says, the one who overcomes will inherit these things, the things that I'm going to talk to you about, will inherit these things, and I will be his God, and he will be my son. And I got to say it again. But for the cowardly and the unbelieving and abominable and murderers and sexually immoral and sorcerers and idolaters and all liars, their part will be in the lake of fire that burns with fire and brimstone. I don't know if you're a coward. It's hard for you to say the word Jesus in public. It's hard for you to carry the banner. It's hard for you to be a coward for standing up for what's right. Are you a coward? Are you abominable? Do you speak the Lord's name in vain? Do you look down upon the things of God, the house of God, the people of God? Are you a murderer? And hating your brother is the same thing as murdering him, the Bible says. Yes. Who do you hate? You're a murderer. You can't afford to hate nobody. I don't care what they've done. It can't be compared to what you will be forfeiting. Are you sexually immoral? Do you look upon a woman and lust after her? You've committed adultery. Are you a liar? Are you a liar? Are you a manipulator? Are you a deceiver? The fire is yours. Their part will be in the fire forever. The rest of it is good, but let it be known that our God reigns. Let it be known. He is not mocked. Let God be true. Let every man be a liar. That which he say does not return void. We're going into eternity. Okay? Revelation 21:5 says, and he who sits on the throne said, behold, I am making all things new. Wow. All things new. The end is where it begins. You know, it always starts. I remember the movie, it used to be my favorite movie for many years, The Lion King. It started off with Simba being raised up. Celebration, prosperity, peace, everybody happy in the kingdom. It's a beautiful world. But then the enemy shows up, wants to kill, steal, and destroy, and kills Mufasa. And Simba runs away. Simba has lost his identity. Lost his identity. Don't know who he is. Refused to be who he is. He has pretty much died to himself. And of course, the world is terrible now. No prosperity. It's dark. No food. Sin has entered the camp. Same thing. But then he resurrects, comes and takes back, and then the world is prosperous again. And now they're lifting his son up. You started where you ended back where you, full circle. This is what God is doing. This is what God is doing. God said, we started in the garden, and we're going to end with the New Jerusalem. This is a garden I put Adam on. I'm going to build this city. And it's going to be on earth. Oh, my goodness. Let's go. There's some things that are new A few things that are new that I want to share with you that's going to happen. He said it's going to be a new heaven and a new earth. I want to start with the heavens. Is there going to be a new heaven? See, there's 3 heavens. There's the first, second, and third heaven. The third heaven belongs to God. It's perfect. It ain't going to be new. He's talking about the first heaven and the second heaven. The first heaven is the atmosphere. You ain't going to have these hurricanes anymore. You ain't going to have these tornadoes anymore. You ain't going to have these crazy thunderstorms anymore. It's going to be a new heaven, the place where the birds fly. A new heaven. Then you have the atmosphere beyond that. You have the universe. The whole universe is going to be new. It's like the universe. Yes, there's a lot of chaos because sin came into the world. It affected the whole little bitty earth, little bitty man on earth. Affected the whole universe. Now you got stellars crashing into each other. You got explosion of stars. You got big black holes that's sucking up everything. Chaos. Corrupt. How do you know this to be true? We know this to be true. Here's the Bible in Romans. It said creation itself will also be set free from its slavery to corruption into the freedom of the glory of the children of God. God is not only going to change this earth, he's going to change this atmosphere, he's going to change the whole universe. We know this because he said when he comes, we won't even need a sun. So your whole solar system is going to look different. Ain't going to be no sun. He's the light. Can you imagine the greatness, the beauty, the holy, the change that's going to occur with everything? We're going to have a new earth. He said, then I saw a new heaven and a new earth, for the first heaven and first earth passed away. He's going to give you your mansion. You might want your mansion above. We might be above the clouds. We're going to be walking on clouds. We'll be able to ascend. We'll be able to descend. We'll be, your mansion, you might want pillars on your mansion. You'll be like, I want mine up high. I want to descend down. But some of y'all might want, I want my house right off the river of life. That's where I want mine. I want to be right there by the river of life and the tree of life. I can ascend to your spot whenever I need to, but I'm gonna be right here. The whole planet. You know why God is making this new? Why does the world have to be new? Because we're not going to heaven. Heaven is coming to us. See, we think, no, heaven is a dimension. Heaven is here now. You just can't see it. But God's going to reveal it. But he first has to make it new. Have you ever bought a new place? I know everybody in my circle, I know, especially the women, if they get a new house, they ain't bringing that old furniture with them. Like, I'm not bringing this old couch. You've been marinating on this couch. No. So you got to get a new couch. You got to get a new this and new that. I remember we was redoing our kitchen. And I'm thinking we just doing cabinets and, cabinets, maybe upgrade a little countertop. But no, we got to get a new stove now. We got to do dishwasher. The knives, the handle on the knives don't match. What? I'm like, Lord, I thought you said this was $5,000. How does it turn into 15? The Lord looked at me like, God ain't coming to this earth until he fixes it. He's going to make it brand new. He's going to be a new heaven and a new earth. New paradise. We had paradise in the Millennium. But that's still in time. That still had death in it. Time equals time and death. There's time. So some people are able to die. Some people obviously are able to sin. But when we cross over into eternity, there is no time. So now it's like when we got into the millennium, we got our glorified body. We got our glorified body. There was a glow about us, and we'll get to that. There's a glow about us, but it's not going to glow like it's going to glow when we get into eternity. It's like some of you ladies got diamonds on your fingers, but if I were to look at them right now in the dim light, it wouldn't dance as it would that if I brought you outside and the sun hits it. So when we get into the new kingdom, into eternity, God is going to have a new kingdom. And then that brightness in us is going to glow even more so because we're in the light, fully in the light, fully known. Fully. The new city. He said, and I saw a holy city, the new Jerusalem, coming down out of heaven from God. This is amazing to me because, let me just read the next one first. Her brilliance was like a very valuable stone of crystal clear jasper, not made with hands. It had a great and high wall with 12 gates, and at the gates, 12 angels. You know 12, 12. Y'all understand I got something inside. But yeah. 12, 12 is the perfect number of administration, the perfect number of leadership, the perfect number of, that's why we have 12 apostles. We had 12 tribes of Israel. We have 12 Supreme Council justices. We have 12. 12 is the perfect number of governments. God is saying this is perfect. This is the perfect city. We talked about cities, about the great Babylon. You had men trying to make cities great throughout history. You got the first Babylon where God had to destroy it. You had the more recent Babylon where he had the statue. You had, everybody's trying to be great. And God says this city, the city of the great harlot, in Revelations earlier than this, talks about he's destroyed that city in 1 hour. But this is the city that everybody's trying to have on earth in corruption. But God said this high wall. I did the calculations of the size of this city. The size of this city stretches, if you're looking at America on a map, and you put this city right in the middle of America, this city would go from Atlanta, Georgia, all the way to Phoenix, Arizona, all the way to Canada on both sides. This city is 1,380 square miles. 1,380. This is huge. And it says this is just as wide as it is long, as it is high. So those walls on both sides of the city is 1,380 miles high. 1,300. You know, the satellites are circulating around the earth at only 250 miles off the earth. Only 250 miles. But this thing goes 1,380 miles high. Wow. What did it say? The material of the wall, not drywall, the material of the wall was jasper, and the city was pure gold, like clear glass. The foundation stones of the city were decorated with every kind of precious stone. And they listed all the stones. The foundation of the city. So down here at the bottom, at the lower levels of the city, all you see is jewels, probably up for 5 miles, because that's the foundation. 5 mile foundation for 1,380 is probably more than 5 miles. They say this city wall is 260 miles thick. The wall is 260 miles thick. Precious stones, beauty. It is a glowing, beautiful, brilliant God city. So you know why he had to recreate the earth and the atmosphere and the universe, because this is going to be the center of it all, right here on planet Earth. God is not destroying anything. When that word new don't mean throw away. That word new means renovate. It's like we get a house and we want to do the floor over and we want to tear a wall down here and put this here. This is what God is doing to the earth. This is what God is doing to you and I. He don't want to throw you away. He just wants to renovate you. He wants to pull the gold, pull the jewel, pull the diamond out of you, because it's a bunch of coal. But the pressure and the heat will create the diamond if you allow him. If you allow him. Wow. This is the new city. And the 12 gates were 12 pearls. And the street of the city was pure gold, like transparent glass. The street is gold. We're trying to get some potholes filled. The streets are gold. We got stuff that we love. We got stuff that we sacrifice for. And it's all corrupted, which means it's all fading. It all fades till it's over. Everything dies. Everything gets old. Everything gets rusty. Everything is corrupted. We can buy a new car. It's getting old. It's a day older from yesterday. The belt is less strong as it was than it was yesterday. The world has built in it that nothing lasts. Nothing is going to be as shiny as it was yesterday. Nothing is going to be as strong as it was yesterday. It's corrupt. This city. That's why Jesus came and said, he said, don't store up yourself on earth where moth and rust corrupts, but store up yourself that which lasts. Store up in heaven. Store up your treasures in heaven. Store up your treasures in heaven. That's why he told the rich young ruler, look, get rid of all that and follow me. I can't follow you because I got too much to do. I got too much stuff because I got to do my stuff, do with my stuff. I got all these cars. I got to drive them. I got all this money. I got to spend it. I got all this time. I got to use it. The Lord said, don't know. Don't know what's coming. Here it is. The new order is what's coming. Revelation 21:4 says, and he will wipe away every tear from their eyes. And there will no longer be any death. There will nothing corrupt anymore. Nothing decays anymore. Nothing gets old anymore. There will no longer be any mourning. No crying. No, can you imagine? No crying, no pain. No pain in your mind, no pain in your soul, no pain in your body. No pain, no sadness, no crying. Oh, that's gone. He's wiping away every tear, everything that you've ever endured in this life, everything that ever hurt you in this life, every person that ever hurt you in this life. Wiped away, erased, sea of forgetfulness. You might love somebody in this life. They might not make it to heaven. We're going to wipe them away from your memory because they were of the devil. Not my brother. Who is my mother and my brother? Who is my sister and my cousin, my niece and my nephew? Those who do the will of God. That's who. Do the will of God. That's who. That's my brother. Do the will of God. Yes, I got loved ones that might be gone. I loved them to death. Loved them to the heart. But if they ain't in heaven, I don't know you. I'm actually going to forget you because he's going to wipe it away. He's going to erase it because there ain't going to be no lingering longing. Ain't going to be no sadness that they didn't make it. Ain't going to be no thought of who's tormented forever. Ain't going to be none. Wipe it away. We won't have to pain. We won't have to be hurt. We won't have to worry about nobody stabbing me in the back. I ain't got to worry about sin does not exist. Manipulation does not exist. Corruption does not exist. Death does not exist. Doesn't exist. Bad attitude, hateration does not exist. Racing and chasing and kind of compete with your brother don't exist. Wow, it's a new order. We're happy forever. A new you. It is sown a perishable body. Yes, we have a perishable body right now. We're bound by corruption. We're bound by sin. We're bound by age. It is sown a perishable body. It is raised an imperishable body. It is sown in dishonor. It is raised in glory. It is sown in weakness. It is raised in power. It is sown a natural body, but it is raised a supernatural spiritual body. That's our future. That's your future. Don't let nothing on this planet there is nothing that can be compared. There is nothing that can be compared. It says here, those who have insight, this is Daniel 12:2-3. Those who have insight will shine brightly, like the brightness of the expanse of heaven. And those who lead the many to righteousness, like the stars forever and ever. So our job, our goal, our should be desire should be is trying to help by our living and our words and our deeds to help somebody else be righteous. That's the goal of life. That's life. That's what you're supposed to be doing. Helping somebody come to Christ, helping somebody have the right answer, giving somebody a word of wisdom, a word of knowledge, helping somebody get saved, get baptized. You're covering a multitude of sins. You're pulling somebody from the grave eternally. That's the goal. Not to get as much as I can, put it in a can and sit on the can. No. This is the reward. Jesus transfigured before John, Peter, James, and John. He glowed like the brightness. Moses glowed. He was giving us a glimpse of what it's going to be like. And this is why I say pigmentation doesn't matter. Y'all got to get out of that black, white stuff. Ain't nobody going to have no pigmentation. You ain't going to have no pigmentation. You ain't going to know who was black or who was white. Well, you ain't even going to know. You're going to have a glow. A low glow or a high glow. You ain't going to have no skin color. Wow. And so many people think they're Christians and prejudice. Think they're going to heaven. Wow. On both sides. My goodness. We're going to glow. Depends on what effect your life had on the kingdom. Not on your house, not on your car, not on your lifestyle, not on your job and promotion. No, the kingdom. We got a lot of things that's important in our lives. And church is way down here on the list. What you do, what you give, what you sow, how you serve affects somebody. Some of y'all might not be able to wax eloquently on stage, but you the reason them lights on. You the reason we was able to get a camera so the people that ain't here can still see this. That's affecting somebody. You get credit for that. Yeah. But if you like, I just want to be on the outside, you don't get no credit. But if you submit and say, I'm part of the body, you get credit. This is why so many people sitting at home doing whatever they do, not really committed. There's people at home that are committed. I ain't talking about y'all. I'm talking about those that are sitting at home, want to do what they want to do, when they want to do, how they want to do, the way they want to do it. And think they're going to heaven. Jesus is going to say, I don't know you. I don't know you. You got to be a part of a body. We're a part of the body. Well, I don't want no man. Well, Jesus is a man. Let me sitting submitting to no man. Jesus is a man. That sounds just like the Pharisees when they were here, because you're looking down on somebody that might be beneath you or you think is beneath you. So you can't submit to them because of their social class or their race or whatever it is. You better hear the voice of God. Hear the voice of God. Do you recognize truth? Because they didn't. Because they looked at Jesus and said, you ain't educated enough. You didn't come from the right family. You ain't tall enough. You ain't light-skinned enough. Or whatever it might be. And God has sent them there on purpose. Because he knew that would trip you up. I'm going to see if you're going to be able to hear. Are you going to be able to hear? If I send this type to you, or are you listening from somewhere else? Where you listen from? Can you discern the Spirit? It's going to determine your glow. Or if you get to glow at all. Because we're going to be new. So you might as well be new now. New now. Help people become righteous. Help people see you and want to be like you. Help people come to the cross. Support your house of God. You get credit for everybody that gets saved here. Everybody that receives a free meal here. Everybody that gets a warm coat here. Everybody that sees a video from here. You get credit for it. If you're sowing into it. The new presence. This is my favorite one. Behold, the tabernacle of God is among men, and he will dwell among them, and they shall be his people. He will dwell among them. You went over that too quick. He will dwell among them. Heaven is coming to earth. He's going to clean it up. He's going to make it beautiful. Then he's going to bring his city, and then he's going to come into the city. Even Moses said, Lord, I want to see your glory. He said, no, I can't let you see my glory. You will die. So I'm going to pass by you, and you can see my hind parts. You can see the back of me, but you can't see me. We're going to be able to see him, the creator of creation, face to face. Oh, my God. Now, you don't understand. This is the person that knows every thought, every hour, every second, in every person's mind. He encompasses the whole universe in his hand. No, you don't know what I'm talking about. He has all unlimited power, all unlimited wisdom, all unlimited knowledge, everywhere at the same time, all the time. Wisdom beyond measure. Power, he is not light, he is light. He is not, he doesn't love, he is love. We're talking about the creator here, man. You're talking about the creator. Want to see you. They will see his face. All of Revelation, most of Revelation, all the key areas of Revelation, a lot of Revelation speaks to the Son and the Father. They rarely mention the Spirit. Why do you think that is? When you talk about being in eternity, they don't reference the Spirit in eternity. Because the Spirit's in you. We make up the Spirit of God. God put his Spirit in us. This is why we're able. He said there, his name will be on our foreheads. We're going to have this glow. We're going to have this supernatural body, this supernatural essence to where we can see him face to face. Because that's why we're able to sit on the throne with him. He said, I'm going to put you on the throne with me. The only way you can be on the throne is if you are part of the Godhead. The Father, the Son, and the Spirit. The Spirit was sent to earth over 2,000 years ago, and he came into you. It's the only way you're able to reign. That's why you will be able to reign over angels. He said, we will judge angels. That's what Paul said. You represent the Spirit of God, the body of Christ. The bride of Christ is the Spirit of God. We are the third vessel in the Trinity. He wanted to live inside of us. That's why he is a triune being. He said there's a purpose for the head, there's a purpose for the Son, and there's a purpose for the Spirit. Where the power lies. Praise God. Oh my goodness. And then finally, the new forever. As the heavens are higher than the earth, Isaiah told us, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. His ways are higher. We're entering into a forever, an eternity. What is eternity? How do you even define eternity? We don't understand. We can't wrap our mind around something not ending. There's an infinity. The heavens are higher. The ways are higher. This new forever, eye has not seen, in 1 Corinthians, he said, nor ear heard, nor have entered into the heart of man the things which God has prepared for those who love him. See, when we enter into eternity, what God has even explained to us today is just the first chapter in this eternal book that is yet to be unveiled. There is a mystery. of what eternity is going to look like, what God is planning. What is he planning? Why are we reigning with him if there's nobody to reign, if there's no sin? There is a plan God has. We haven't even entered into the mind of man, what he has prepared for us. He said, you've been faithful over a little, I'm going to put you over many. There's a mystery. I'm telling you what you have to sacrifice in this life, when you have to bear fruit in the hardest times of your life, it can't be compared. There's nothing worth it, not even close. People are going to see this thing and not going to be able to taste it, and they're going to be on their way to hell when they see what they could have had. You're going to be on your way to hell, and you're going to get a glimpse. God's going to give you a glimpse, because that's just part of the punishment. And we're going to be like, oh, my God. We can't even imagine. He said there's pleasures forevermore. I don't know what the plan is. I just know I'm going to be able to fly. I want to fly. I want to be able to fly. I want to be able to fly. I want to be able to, distance, ain't no such thing as space-time. Jesus can appear here and appear there just by thinking. We take the distance and bring those 2 points together. I can be in this dimension and that dimension with a thought. That's what I want to do. That's what I want to do. I want to go see the far reaches of the universe. What's over there? We're going to be looking at things that God has done, and he's just going to have, it's like you taking your little toddler to Walt Disney World for the first time. You just want to see it through their eyes. You know it's going to be amazing to them. God is like, man, wait till they see this. Man, wait. I know Ben, he crazy. He going to love this. I just let my imagination go wild. I'm like, okay, I'm going to think of the wildest thing I can. You talking about it ain't in my imagination. I'm going to imagine some stuff. Oh, my gosh. I want to go inside the black. What is the black hole? What was it going? We haven't figured it out. What is that? Where's everything going? Where are you sucking? Is it a different dimension? What? I want to go through that joker. What's going on, Lord? What was going on here? What was going on here? Yes, a whole bunch of stuff. I'm a science head too, though, so I'll bring y'all into that. All right, we got to go. All things, it ends where it begins. We want all things new. Ooh, ooh, ooh. New.
Come on, pop it off.
Everything new. New creation. God is going to give us a new heaven, and he's going to give us a new earth. A new heaven and a new earth. A new heaven and a new earth. A new heaven and a new earth. And he ain't going to let the old stuff be here. He's going to make it brand new. He's going to bring the new city in. He's going to prepare this house. This earth is his house for his new city. This city is so brilliant, so amazing. And he said, men will bring their glory into it. I'm like, oh, my God. He said, there's going to be a river of life that's going to flow down the center from the throne of God in this city. He said the trees of life, and they're going to bear fruit every month. And they're going to be the tree of life. Because, see, when they got kicked out of Genesis, they got kicked out of Eden, they put a flaming sword angel there to keep them from getting to the tree of life, because he didn't want sin to live forever. But now we can eat, and food tastes better in heaven. Nobody gains weight. Everybody's beautiful, glowing, eating, dancing, laughing. Nothing bad, no sickness, no pain, no fear, nothing. Just forever. I'm like, wow, that's just almost seem like, is it true, Lord? Is it true? Please let it be true. Of course it's true. Believe. Don't be a coward. Don't be a non-believer. Don't be a liar. Let it go. This city is going to be awesome. We're going to have mansions. We're going to be able to go through the far reaches of the universe. And they talk about multiverses. It might be multiverses, but they'll never see them. But we will. He might give me a universe to rule over. You know I'm 12-12. I'm the perfect government. I can handle that. I'm vying. Lord, give me a people. I can teach your will, your ways. I don't know what's going to happen, but anyway. God is making us kings and priests for something. It's a new order. No more pain, no more tears, no more mourning, no more death, no more sin, no more getting old, no more pain in your body, none of this stuff that causes pain in the hearts. It hurts us when somebody is sick or somebody that passes away. It hurts. It hurts when somebody abuses our child. It hurts. It hurts when you're ostracized and hated on and looked over. It hurts. All that's gone. He's going to wipe it away. He's going to wipe it away. You're going to be a new you. He's going to wipe it away. You're going to glow. We're going to glow. If you know, you're going to glow. If you're wise, you're going to glow. If you're strong, you're going to glow. If you can get this revelation, you will glow. If you stop putting earth before heaven, you will glow. You will have this perfect news. You go imperishable to perishable to imperishable, from corruptible to incorruptible, from natural to supernatural. And you will be able to see him face to face, face to face. That's the. He told Abraham, he said, Abraham, do not fear. I am your shelter, your protector, and your great, exceeding great reward. Your exceeding great reward. He is the reward. God is the reward. If I didn't have nothing else on that list, I got him. We sung a song a few weeks back talking about, Lord, I don't want nothing. I just want you. I just want you. Oh my God. I just want to be, my last name is Porter. I'm like, that's a door opener. I just want to open the door. Lord, let me open the door. I want to be in the city all the time. Yeah, it's going to be glorious everywhere and we get to do whatever. But can I just open the door for people when they come into the city? Like Mordecai was in the book of Esther. I'm just the gatekeeper. Hey, how y'all doing? Come on in. The glory is flowing today. But it ain't no today because it's never night. See, I could have did this in 3 parts, but I'm trying to end this thing today. Y'all just need to do your own homework. A whole bunch of stuff. There's no night. There's no sun. There's no seas. No water on the earth, nowhere except the river of life. He said, oh, no seas, no sun, just the throne. This huge, huge city that we'll get to see him face to face. And like David said, Lord, if I could just open the door to the temple, that would be an honor and a privilege. Just let me open the door. That means I'm near you all the time. All the time. Yes. New forever, the interest to infinity. Can you imagine forever? Forever in bliss. Forever in paradise. We'll have forever to explore the infinite, limitless glory of God, mind of God, creations of God, forever. And even forever won't give you time to get to the depths of our God. That is just amazing to me. My life changed. I said, you know what my job is? I just want to get people saved. Not just on Sunday morning. I just want to get people saved. Lord, I know that this life was meant for you. The purpose of this life was for me to help you, the kingdom. That's the purpose of life. Everything else is vanity. All is vanity. Everything else is vanity. Only thing matters. Can you get somebody out of hell? That's what God is going to reward. Can you get somebody to walk a little straighter? Can you walk straighter? Man. Stand to your feet. Father, thank you. God is going to make everything new. He's in the business. He also has a new call, a new request. to his people. The last book in the Bible, God is saying, may the grace of God, he said, everything that I wrote in here is true. Everything I said is true. Everything I said is going to happen. Everything written. And he says, and I come quickly. No man knows when. No man knows their last day. So he spends his final new invitation. He said, those that are righteous, continue to be righteous. Those that are true, continue to be true. Those continue to do right, continue to do right. Those that continue to do wrong, continue to do wrong. Those that continue to sin, continue to sin. But the grace of God is still on the earth. The mercy of God is still seeking whom he may save. Because there is a line where it's over. We cross. This life is small, is short. God is calling us to have an eternal perspective, to be next to an eternal, limitless God forever. An eternal, limitless God forever. We'd rather be next to our car, or next to our money, or next to our hurt, next to our pain or animosity, or next to our competition. Don't care about what people think. Never care about what people think. Only you will be standing before him. Only care about what he thinks. He wants to make you new. He wants us to have a new future, a new hope. All the things that God revealed, it just excited me. I'm like, Lord, there's not enough praise on the planet. There's not enough honor. I know what it's about now. I know the purpose of life now. I know how it ends now. I believe what you said. I believe what the angel declared through John. I believe it. I know it to be true. I recognize truth. And I'm going to get better every day. Because I'm not trying to rack up friends. I'm not trying to rack up money. I'm not trying to rack up possessions. I'm not trying to rack up anything but souls. So if anybody here doesn't know the Lord and the forgiveness of their sins, be the first one in heaven after this message. And come, let me pray. If you feel like you need to rededicate because you're on the list of a liar, of an abomination, I'll pray with you. Today might be your last opportunity. And then you find yourself on the other side of eternity before a fire-consuming God. Make sure your heart is right. Don't be one of those that said, I don't know you.